Salve Deus. Hail God. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aldemir Grasselli Jr. and I'm the president of the Temple around in Cambridge, England. Um, we are a small group of mediums here in England. We have another temple also in London, belongs to my brother Wellington. And we are here in this country to help people like you who has been passing through difficult situations in your life and perhaps someone from your family as well. We are here today to explain a difficult situation that some of our friends and family has been passing through, which is a disease called cancer. We have been seeing from a lot of propaganda and news that the doctors, the scientists, has been breaking through many kind of new medication and drugs to help people to cure cancer. Cancer is a disease that doesn't belong only to your body. It's also a disease where we develop from our spirit. But before I explain this better for all of you, I have to explain a little bit of the history of my doctrine. We are based in Brazil, and from there, this lady, she was a medium clarivident called Auntie Neva. She has a power to see and to listen and to live in our world and the world after this one, the spiritual world. So she was capable to bring all kind of information and knowledge from God, Jesus Christ, and all the angels and gods. So we could live today in a better kind of thinking and understanding. And helping her in this mission to bring a new knowledge to the human beings was this spirit called White Iron, which is in Brazil we call him Seta Branca. He's our spiritual leader, and also in the previous life that he has in South America as Indian, he was in Europe, really, Assis in Italy. He was Saint Francis of Assisi, and with him, Mother Yara, also his soulmate, and she was called Clara of Assis. And together with all those spirituals, angels and guards, they come to help us to understand better our world and what our body, why our body sometimes bring kind of diseases called like cancers and other diseases that sometimes we don't understand how that works. Because medicals already found out that it's a kind of genetic problem that we're already born with it. But nobody understands why that problems develop in different ages. Sometimes young babies already came with cancer developed in their bodies. Some of those cancers develop after a certain age in your life. Some of them will never develop. But what we understand in our doctrine, that a cancer is nothing more and nothing less, which a spirit that we have agreed with that spirit to pay a debit that we commit in the previous life. How that can a spirit come as a disease in you? Let me try to explain that as well. For example, in your previous life, if you see the history of the human beings, we can see that we have been through a lot of war and a lot of hate and a lot of slavery, and which we have been making people suffering and people making us suffering too. But some of them have been suffering so hard in those lives that they die with such a hate in their hearts, and they start developing a kind of transformation, which instead to make after they die they come back to God, they start disintegrating and making themselves a little ball of energy, so hard and so obscure that they can't be reached very easily. But God is merciful and He won't forget that spirit. So what He done? When you, the one who make Him suffering like that, die as well, you get in a kind of agreement with that kind of spirit and say, look, I'm gonna take you with me and you will make me suffer a little bit from what I have done with you in the past life. So then the cancer starts showing up, and then the people starting the treatment. And some of them change their lives. They start loving each other more. They call attention from the parents, from the family, and everybody together start praying. And that spirit see that you have been transformed. You're not the same that you used to be in your previous life. And He forgive you, and that cancer has been cured. So when you cure your cancer, you feel free and you feel loved by God and for those doctors also that help you, because we don't work only with a spiritual treatment, we work with the doctor's treatment as well, the hospitals treatments from chemo and radiotherapy, they all work together with the spiritual treatment so we can reach that spirit where we transformate him and we bring him back to God. But some of them, unfortunately, they have to die with that spirit which has been your debit from the previous life. So, to explain this in this picture, I'm trying to show a human body with some kind of black spots over here, and around those black spots you can see a little head of monkey like the size of my hand, and he creates like a little face over here, and that face is what looks like a cancer in a spiritual watching way. So that cancer can develop in any part of the human being body, and we call in our doctor